Hello, YouTube. I'm Rafael. This is my lovely wife, Shonda. And this is the Shonda and Rafael watch list.
Tonight, we will be reviewing Ready to Love Season 4, Episode 6, Backup Plan.
Yeah, the backup plan.
And this is an episode where 7 of the gentlemen take out their number 2 connections to see if, well, as Tommy put it, to see if they would want these ladies around should their foundation crumble. That kind of help them rebuild.
It kind of makes sense. I've had a backup plan before, but it's been a long time. So I kind of see what they're getting at.
Yeah, you don't need a backup
plan.
I don't. I'm your backup plan.
Yeah, I don't get
All right. So, as I said, there are 7 couples left, and 7 of these gentlemen chose their top 2 connections, and they all went out on dates. Our first date was Eric and Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
And Carmen's been getting a pretty bad rap in social media. You know, her arrogance kind of helps fuel that. And in this episode, that arrogance did not go away. But we watched her and Eric kind of connect. They've known each other outside of the show. And that's typical for this show. There's always a couple who's acquainted with each other.
I don't know how they do that too. It's like small world, I guess.
I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, but anyway, they always get somebody who's known somebody down the street or whatever. So, in their date, you know, they had the little sexual innuendos and all of that kind of stuff, and I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say, you know, about that date, and really not a whole lot to say about all of the dates, really.
Well, what I got to say about Eric and Carmen's date is that when they had their little date, which she's his number 2, right? Mm-hmm. But he's like, oh yeah, she likes that, and he thinks he's interested in her, and she's interested in him.
Yeah.
But they've known each other for years, so why didn't anything spark? After all this time they've known each other? Is it because they on TV and they trying to stay in the show? Or is it genuine?
Yeah. That is the question that we have to kind of ponder with this to see, you know, how real it actually is, and, you know, whatever, you know, it's out there, and it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So anyway, Eric also has a connection with Dakia. She's his number 1. And we did see in the previous episode where Eric and Dakia were in the kitchen, and little Miss Carmen popped up in there and kind of spoiled the mood there for whatever reason. I don't get Carmen's motivation. I guess they're putting her in there. She has to be the villain of the series. And I think she really is the villain, because she attacks all of the women. She came in attacking the women and comparing herself to them, and
well, she did.
Yeah, she did.
And,
that, which is why, you know, she gets all
the bad rap.
All the bad rap in social media land.
Thinks her hair is better than anybody else.
Oh, because it's real, and she's the only one with real hair.
She gonna try to throw her weight around.
And she's the best catch. This is the killer line from their date. She's the best catch because of her skin and her nails.
Oh well.
That makes a woman. Acrylic nails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess not. Anyway, we can move on from Carmen and Eric.
All right, our next couple is Demetrius and Tina. And Tina is relatively new. She came in during the pool party episode, and so we hadn't seen too much of her. But Demetrius invited her onto this date, and initially he probably thought he probably shouldn't have done that because she came off a little heated in the beginning. She told him that she was getting player vibes from him, and that was as a result of, you know, a lot of folks are buzzing around Mr. Demetrius, and then there was that kiss that he shared in the previous episode with Sabrina during Truth or Dare. So that Truth or Dare kind of,
yeah, there's been a few issues behind that kiss. Well, they all tripping.
Yeah, they're all tripping about that. So, anywho, they got over that hurdle. Then they started getting a little bit more friendlier with each other and sharing more about themselves with the other. And one thing that stood out to me that Tina said was that love should be easy. You know, it's work, but it should be easy. And I think you and I kind of
I was just about to say
way.
that. Yeah, because we be like, what do these people talk about? This marriage is so hard work. And I'm sorry, but I don't feel you on that because it's been kind of, we've had our ups and downs, but for the most part, it's been easy peasy for me.
It's been...
Maybe not for you because I'm the one that snores, but not to get off topic.
Yeah, you do snore, but that you can't do anything about that. But the thing is the communication and being open and really wanting the other person to be the best person they can be.
Yeah,
I think that's what kind of makes it
easy for us.
So
what I got from Demetrius at the end of their luncheon or their dinner or whatever was that they had a difficult conversation and they were able to work through that. Yeah. And that is a positive when you meet somebody and you have that difficult conversation, and it's not just, you know, because once you have that difficult conversation, it kind of does bring out the real you and how you resolve it. Yeah, and how you work through it.
That's true.
So that was a good experience.
Between the two of them. Yeah, but one thing I will say about Demetrius too is that he talked about his counseling sessions, and I'm not sure if his counseling sessions, and you know, maybe it's the way he was categorizing it, but it seemed like he was still pointing outward. In regards to the counseling that he was receiving. He wasn't looking to work on himself, but trying to figure out how he can, or
I went to counseling to figure out what kind of woman I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not necessarily to work on himself.
Yeah. I didn't go to counseling because I have a problem. I went because I wanted to figure out what kind of woman I want. And, you know, that was my only problem, was not knowing. Yeah.
I'm hoping he just didn't articulate that well, and that he worked on some internal
or something
issues
else that he just didn't want to put out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's just hope so, Mr. Demetrius. All right.
Anyway, big ups to you for going to counseling, Dimitri.
That's right. Yeah. All right. More people should do that.
So, who's next?
Next up is Donovan, who actually had 3 dates because, like Tina, he's a newbie too. So he's trying to play catch up. So he took out 3 ladies. He took out Dakia, Carmen, and Sabrina.
Okay.
And of the 3, he found the most in common with Sabrina. Because they're both from California, for one thing. And he just dug her energy and
she dug his energy too. And they did kind of mesh together pretty well. And
yeah, I could see those 2 together.
Yeah, I saw she was into him.
Yeah, so that puts 3 guys on little Miss Sabrina's radar.
Yeah, that's true. You know,
what is she going to do?
Because that was one of his questions, right? It was like, can you see yourself talking to somebody else? He's like, absolutely.
Yes.
You know, especially you, Donovan.
She's just there to play the field, because she also said, well, where else can I go to date 14 people at the same time? Yeah. So that's what she's there for. That's what she's there. We have yet to see if she will actually find love. I don't know if she. I don't know.
We'll see. His little date with Carmen. I could kind of tell he wasn't really feeling her that much, you know.
Oh
He wasn't.
yes,
He was kind of like laid back, you know, like he wasn't trying to really pursue her too much. It was her birthday, and
that's
I
right.
guess the producer said it's her birthday, so here we go give it. So he's like, "Hey, happy birthday, surprise!" And she got a
Yeah.
little cake, and he fed her some cake. And why
Mm.
is everybody feeding everybody on this show?
Mm.
That's kind of strange to me. I don't know,
It's
but
an intimate
yeah, everybody
thing.
won't feed everybody.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So Carmen, again, she has to put forth that uber
She
confidence,
sure
which,
did, because she thought she had him in the bag. She like, oh yeah, I got this one. And
yeah.
he was like, and when he had his little professional thing, he was like, I ain't really feeling her. She's more of like a friend. So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty
I wouldn't
interesting.
like to be in Carmen's shoes. If she's an actress being put on this show to do that, it's really obnoxious. It's an obnoxious character. But
It's
anyway,
yeah. Well, she tries.
she tries. Our next ready to love couple is Clifton and Dakia.
Yeah.
They've had a connection for a minute,
Uh huh.
and but Clifton hadn't seen a fun side of Dakia. He's kind of seen the 9 to 5 and straight all about business side, and he didn't know that she
Mm-hmm.
had this other side to her, and he learned that on this date. Now there is this adventurous side to Miss Dakia.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone bungee jumping,
Yes.
and she wants to do skydiving, which Clifton actually did too. Which
Yeah.
big ups to y'all for the skydiving. I used to want to skydive, but I no longer want to.
We live not too far from a skydiving place, and every year somebody. So
Yeah.
I would still like to
Several
try it though.
somebodies.
I mean, they do thousands a year, but anyway, we get with it. But
I'm not going to be the one. So, and for all of you adventurous types who would do that, good for you. And
big up.
it's a fun thing. And like I said before, I turned a certain age. I was about that life too.
Well,
But
I was about to
not
do
no
it,
now, not
but
now.
yeah, I was about to do it, but I think they said that I weighed a little much for it.
Oh really?
Yeah, from where we are, yeah, it's like you can't be
Oh.
250 pounds from what they
Oh.
told me.
Oh wow.
So it
That's
was either
interesting.
my weight or maybe I was too tall. I don't
Oh.
know.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So anyway, Clifton and Dakia, they had a good date. And I kind of see them. They're a nice looking couple. I can see them together living comfortably, kind of going to church on Sundays. That's what I see them as. I see them as that type of couple, like the strong pillars of the church community couple.
hmm
That's what I
They
see.
look good,
Anyway,
yeah. Because Clifton looks like
not that that's a bad thing.
he's a good, respectable guy. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Takia's good. I think she's a little
She's
older than the rest of the women,
yeah,
and
possibly.
there might be some downside to that with her in this show. You know, and
Mm.
just saying, you got black men. They usually tend to go for the younger woman.
Well, no, because she's got two guys. I mean, she is in Eric's top,
Uh huh.
and she was number 2 for Clifton. So people are choosing her. I mean, the woman's gorgeous,
Yeah.
age or no age, she's gorgeous.
Okay.
All these women are gorgeous, by the
I'm
way.
just that's I see that, you know, just a little something I'm putting out there. It ain't nothing. You ain't too old. Just the right age for me.
Good.
hmm
You're stuck
Younger
with
than
me.
me, so
Yeah.
that's
That's right, old man.
what I'm saying. They like younger women.
All right. Our next backup plan date is Paul and Joy. And this date's interesting because it was really the only platonic date on the show
Mhm.
because nobody's feeling Mr. Paul, unfortunately. Nice man, nice looking man, accomplished. I think he's like a musician or producer or something like
Yeah.
that. Nothing wrong with him, but there's just no sparks flying. When he first came on the scene, he was like interviewing everybody. He would ask these
hmm
questions, and I think that just set a tone for everybody's just kind of scattered away from him. So it
Yeah.
was like, ooh, okay. And even Joy was like,
Joy was like, this is nothing but a platonic date, and I'm just wondering why he wants to have this date with me. I don't know what's going on.
he didn't know. She didn't know.
Yeah, but
And
it turned out to be a friendly date.
yeah. And
Yeah,
he bought her a drink.
yeah,
Or offered to buy her a drink, and she
yeah.
says, "You're gonna buy me 2, 3, 4 drinks." So anyway,
What was interesting though was when they went back to the, I guess what they call it, the Lions Den or wherever they go to talk to Tommy.
Oh.
He was up there like, well, I just had to tell Joy that we weren't just going. She just wasn't my type, and I didn't have that connection with her. Like he had to tell her, this beautiful woman, they got everything going for her, and he ain't got nothing going on with anybody there. That oh no, I just had to let her know that we it's not like that between us. Poor Paul.
We were like,
who is it like that between you with then, Paul?
I'm sorry, Paul.
It's okay, man.
I'm sorry. You had to save face in front of the guy.
Yeah, I know.
We understand, but there's this thing called cameras.
Just
There are a
cameras.
bunch of cameras around,
Yeah,
bro.
and I don't remember hearing you say that. But maybe they just didn't put that in.
that could be a possibility.
That's it. Yeah,
So, yeah.
I guess he was like, "You too beautiful for me." Nah.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. Our 5th date is Laverne and Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Ace is a lovely woman. She has the most incredible skin and the most incredible aura about her. She's just like this steady, peaceful woman who has a bunch of crystals in her house. And she just kind of just vibes on this other plane.
Oh, but I saw Laverne do. I just thought it might work for me.
Yeah.
Put some lotion on your arm and rub it in.
So Laverne gifted Laverne gifted Ace with some nice lotion or a jar of body cream. And and decided that he wanted to put it on her and at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And he did that. He was very touchy-feely with her, and she didn't seem to mind at all. I think she
put a napkin
felt
on
it was
her
all
lap.
right. Yeah, put a napkin on her lap, and
did he feed her too?
I can't recall if he fed her, but he was planning Christmas.
Oh yeah,
he jumped right onto Christmas.
He said, "Here's this body cream, and I got a Christmas present already thought up for you."
Yeah,
and a birthday present. So when it's your birthday,
right.
I got Valentine's Day, Easter, everything planned out.
And here's the thing with Laverne. Like 2 episodes ago, he's just laying in the cut, and everybody's like, "Where'd Laverne go? What's happening? Why is he laying back?"
He's scoping.
And then last week, he tells everybody, "Hey, let's play Truth or Dare," and that's a real safe game to play with strange people. And then today, he just mashes the gas and went after Ace, locked his sights on Ace, and planning Christmas. So, and also this whole date inspired him to get on his soapbox.
Yeah.
In the cigar lounge or whatever Tommy calls that place when the guys get together, the Lions Den, whatever it is. He gets on his soapbox and pisses everybody off, basically. He's telling everybody, we must be intentional with these ladies, gentlemen. And they've been...
Let them know what you want. You better pick yours now.
Oh, my God. Don't be
about
afraid.
To pick mine.
Don't be afraid of what anybody thinks. Don't worry about Paul. Don't worry about Clifton. Don't worry about Demetrius. Just tell them how you feel, fellas. And they're all sitting there, don't tell me what to do.
Or intimidate me.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Donovan was not having that. He's like, look, bruh, I just got here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be bullied into making a decision
Dimitri was really hot, though. He was he was like, I don't need your advice, bruh.
It was just weird. And it was interesting. I liked seeing the men get all upset. I like seeing men get all upset with each other than
I like seeing the women do it because the women just go off.
I can't stand that. I can't stand it. But
last season they
cool.
was off. That was good. We need more of that.
The last season we don't need a reboot of that nonsense. So, but yeah, it was interesting to see the guys interact that way. Tori and Precious. Dear little sweet little comb over Precious.
Comb over.
Her hairdo has been the talk of social media. And I just remember when I first saw it, I just kept looking at it like really, really hard where that part was way over here and this hair was here. And in one episode, her hair was like out of place in the front. It looked bad it looks worse when it's out of place. But I don't know why you don't put a part way over here.
And then go to the side like that. That was kind of it's interesting.
It's interesting.
But I just hope it's not because of a medical condition or something. Maybe she had brain surgery, and then that's why she's cutting it, or maybe she has what's that when you go bald, alopecia.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Now you're making me feel bad. Now you're making me feel bad.
Come on,
it might be true.
Yeah. So we got to look at Precious and say, Precious, we feel for you, for your hair looking as ragged as it does, because that comb over just ain't working. But there might be a reason why, and we're not judging you about it. We just want to know.
Yeah. That's hard. But yeah.
Don't laugh.
Precious.
Don't laugh at
Precious. All right. So Precious, she's been trying to play catch up since she got put on the chopping block. And, when she got put on the chopping block, the following week, she was like, oh, pick me. I can do it. You don't know me. Let me tell you, but let me talk to you about me. Let me tell you everything about me.
She was going to everybody.
And
boom, 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 boom. I can do this. I can do that. I'm this. I'm that.
Yeah.
I'm not this. I'm not that. I don't go to clubs. I go to the club.
Oh,
what does she do?
I don't know.
Anyway.
So, yeah. Anyway, again, this is about the fellas going with their number 2 connections.
Yeah.
Tori really didn't have a number 2 connection. He
said
that.
He just did that. He
was
went
like,
there
I guess
and he
I'll
kissed
just
that
take
girl.
Precious out.
He kissed that girl just because Sabrina done got a kiss at that little truth or dare thing. That's all he did.
Yeah.
That was so like, the way he went about it was kind of weird, And she was like, "Oh, why he do that?" But she didn't stop him. She went ahead and kissed him, but then she talked crap about kissing him.
Well, the good thing was,
kiss me.
The good thing is that they were both on the same page. That there was not a spark in sight between either of them. So that was a good thing, I'm just thankful for that. But poor little Tori, I don't know what you're gonna do, when. I don't know if Sabrina's going to choose you. Like she's got 2 other guys.
Because he was number 1. Now he's like number, who knows?
Yeah, especially since
she got like 3. There's 3 that she got to choose from now. And Donovan, he tall. He from Cali, like me, But, I don't know, Tori.
Yeah, good luck.
Watch out.
Good luck, Tori. So...
Donovan in the building now, Tori. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
You just gotta sit there and wait.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like last week, he was really sweating over, that kiss and everything, and he talked to Sabrina about it, and he said he was concerned. And then this week, they cut to him, and he's like, I'm very confident in where I am with Sabrina. I'm not worried at all. And got his little chest out, and I'm like,
he might want to take Laverne's advice now.
What was Laverne's advice?
Was that Laverne that went to where and told everybody they need to jump on
Well, he already did that. He told Sabrina knows where he stands.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah, he's already done that.
There you go.
She was just like, "Look, we're here. I'm still going through the process.
Yeah, it's a process.
I'm sorry you've ended the process, but I'm still experiencing it."
Go
so
through that. Yeah, that's true.
that doggone process. The backup plan ends with one of the ladies going home, and let's see, we had Joy on the chopping block, and we had Precious on the chopping block. And Joy had to get her conversation with Demetrius. Okay, and Precious, who delivered Precious? Who told Precious she was out?
Oh, it was Paul, wasn't it?
Paul, that's right. It was Paul. Yes. Okay, so let's do Joy, because it was hilarious. This is when she said, "I don't know why Demetrius is calling me. I don't know why I'm here.
Shit right here. Why this? What's going on?
What's happening?" And she she did that thing with the drink, because he started talking and she go, "Wait a minute. Okay." Because she is a hoot and a half.
But what Dimitri came, I didn't understand it, right? Because they put her on the chopping block because she basically has connections set up, right? She has a number one, somebody that she feels that she'd be good with.
Clifton.
Yeah. And then they gonna chop her because she's there doing what she's supposed to be doing on the show, is being ready for love. And then how you gonna tell her you're not ready for love if you done found love? I don't.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand why.
The show is kind of misconstrued that way. But anyway, when dude came up and he started talking, woo, Precious just
no, not Precious.
Not Precious, Joy. Woo.
Yeah, she let him have it. With both barrels. She said, "Look, who do you like? Do you really like anybody here?" And the look on Demetrius' face.
She totally flipped the script. Yeah. She put him on the block.
Demetrius
she was about to give him his papers. She was about to let him go. Well, you're not ready for love.
Yes.
She was totally about to turn that around.
Yeah. And he was taken aback because he was just like kind of speechless there for a minute.
Because he didn't know what to do.
He was a little slack jawed there. And I was like, okay. So he said, "Sure, I have connections. I like people here." And she goes, "Because what else did she say to him?" She just let him have it.
Yeah, she did.
And he decided to tell her that she is still, ready to love, but she was put on notice.
She was put on notice.
I'm like, what?
How you gonna put somebody on notice?
No one ever has said it that way to anybody.
You ain't even got no real connection. You talk about, I'm gonna go put some. Yeah, he said that because she hurt his feelings when she jumped into him like that. And flipped the script on his ass. And it's like, oh, he just he didn't want to tell her that she could stay. He did not want to say that. He felt like he almost had to say, "You are not ready for love." But then he said, "Well, we feel that you are ready for," So, man, that was surprising.
Yeah.
Joy is a hoot. She had me rolling with that. She was like, "I'm sorry. No, I'm not."
Yeah, in the interview segment. She says, I shot the messenger. I'm sorry I shot the messenger. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. That
bang,
was
bang.
Good. Yeah, that was
the
good.
The bang, bang took me out.
That was good. I
was like, that girl is crazy.
That was
good. Yeah, that was funny. And so we had to bid adieu to sweet little Precious. It was time. It was time for Precious to go because she didn't need to embarrass herself any further.
And you know what? And she didn't embarrass herself at all when she got that notice. Yeah, she took that really good.
She really did.
Better than most of the women that I've seen on the show.
Well, even the men. But
Yeah,
the
so
people,
then, yeah, they all get kind of,
they can get a little butt
yeah,
hurt
yeah, they
there,
all,
and
yeah.
some people take it better than others, though.
Yeah, but
but
she took it really good. She was just like, yeah, you my friend and all that. Gave him a hug. Some people be like, get this mic off me. I'm tired of this place. I'm going. Y'all got messed up this and that anyway.
Yes. All right. So those were our 7 dates and our farewell to Miss Precious. They did give us a peek into next week's episode, and there's some question there. It's such a cliffhanger. There's something going on between Dakia and Eric. Eric did something to her to where she does not want to date him. She does not want to be around him. She told Tommy, nope, there's a problem. I don't want to be around this man. I don't want to talk to him ever again. And it seemed really serious.
It seemed serious when she said it.
Yeah, when she said it. And I started thinking about last season's episode where the guy picked the girl and carried her off somewhere, and she felt physically attacked. And I was like, okay, are we having another one of these situations? But then it flashes to Eric talking to Tommy and saying that he hurt her feelings. And I'm like, so hurt feelings.
They already trying to. They trying to make it look like something wrong with Dakia now. Like she just couldn't stand to have her feelings hurt, and all he did was hurt her feelings. Yeah, and she's so mad about it. How did he hurt her feelings? Did he call her out? Did he disrespect her? Call her out her name? What was it that he did? That I think we need to get to the bottom of that. So we need to find out what's going on with that. So next week. We will know. Next week. There's also some drama brewing between Donovan and Sabrina. Was that between Donovan and Sabrina? Yeah, because I saw Sabrina telling somebody that they need to grow up. Was it Donovan or Laverne? Maybe Laverne or somebody. She mad as something going on. Next week it's gonna be hot. Yeah, Sabrina's all upset. So I don't know. We'll see. They gonna meet. They meeting the exes next week. They are meeting the women are introducing the men to their exes. And that should be pretty interesting. We'll see. We'll see. That's something I couldn't. Well, it's something that you have met my ex, but we both know that. And you've met mine. Yeah, and they both crazy. They're both the same. They should get together. So I don't know how. What if they got crazy exes like we got? Can you bring your ex to the show? Because I couldn't bring my ex to the show. I don't know how they do it. They must pay somebody and say, you my ex, come on. Because how they all got exes that got sense enough to sit there. It don't make it. I can't believe that they all got sensible exes that will. But anyway, that will do something like that. That's a long shot there. Yeah, that's interesting. Think about it. It is very interesting. Anyway, so that's it for our review and wrap up of Ready to Love. Ready to Love. Season 4. Episode 6. Episode 6. So look out for our recap of episode 7 next week. And other shows that we'll be doing that are coming up. We got some good ones. Right. So and before we leave, we want to ask you to like, subscribe, and also set your notifications so that you know when we have new content uploaded on the site. And if you didn't like it, click the don't like button. But leave a comment and tell us why. Yeah. It's only fair. It's only fair, and it helps us. So thank you for watching Sean and Raphael's Watch List, and we'll see you on the next one.